The Five Bloods. If motherfucker was a movie, this would be it. Because this shit was the motherfucker. The Five Bloods. Directed by Spike Lee, known for Do the Right Thing, Malcolm X, Jungle Fever, and many other influential black classics. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've been on a Spike Lee hype train. To my knowledge, I can't remember like the last movie he made, but this movie, Spike Lee, this is like, all right, all right, you forgot about who I am, all right. He did his motherfucking thing. If you forgot who Spike Lee is, this movie will wake you the fuck up. Written by Danny Bilson, Paul DeMille, Kevin Wilmot, and Spike Lee. Starring, now it's long lit. Let me take a deep breath for this shit. Y'all know I butcher names, but I'm gonna get this one. Delroy Lindo, Clark Peter, Norm Lewis, Isaiah Whitlock Jr., Melanie Tahiri, Paul Walterhauser, Jasper with a last name I cannot pronounce, and I'm not even gonna try, Gene Reno, Chadwick Boseman, Johnny Nguyen. Oh, and that's my fault, Jonathan Majors. Back to the review. I said all the motherfucking names. Theme, war, adventure, and drama. Oh, and this movie's violent. Listen, if you are sensitive to violence, I recommend you do not watch this. Budget, between 35 to 45 million. Length, 2 hours and 34 minutes. That's a long ass time. Shit, I can't even have sex for 12 minutes. 2 hours and 34 minutes. Shit. Okay, I was just playing about the 12 minutes. It's 10 minutes. No, I'm just playing. Let's get into the description. You know I keep it brief, short, and vague as possible. Not saying shit. So we have 4 older black gentlemen that are war veterans, right? They meet up in Vietnam so they can claim the remains of their fallen soldiers. Also there for treasure. It's back in Vietnam when they were shooting, they stumbled upon some treasure. Can't tell you what happens next. Let's get into the 6 chakra elements. Ready? Boom.
The acting.
Delroy Lindo. Fuck with me for a minute. I promise you, he's gonna get nominated for an Oscar. And if I'm not right, I will cut my beard. Be out here looking like the mole from Kim Impossible. I mean, the way he executed his role, I felt the post-traumatic stress he was going through. I felt the demons he was fighting. And that whole cast was on fire.
The cinematography.
There was one scene, right? All you see is like the hue was like pink or orange, but it was like mostly pink. And then you see the sun, it appears. I was like, oh, that was dope. Shot composition, it wasn't close. I didn't feel suffocated. And there's one part when they would go to flashbacks, they would switch the aspect ratio and the whole stylistic of it to image back in, you know, that time era.
The dialogue.
Man, he was with home chick, said, what's your name? He said, David. Oh, like David from the Bible? Nah, like David Ruffin from the Temptations. Speak that shit. One other line, man had a gun, put a gun to him. He said, ain't nothing to it, do it. Damn, that's a cold.
The sound.
They used the same artist throughout the whole movie, Marvin Gaye. And I was not fatigued at all. What? When I heard that Marvin Gaye in the intro, behold, what do they throw on? Curtis Mayfield. I said, you damn right.
The story.
Man, this movie didn't command my attention. It pussy whipped my attention.
The impact.
It brought me back down to reality. Now vibe with me. It reinforced my respect I already have for war veterans. While we live in our little, our little bubble, they were in the trenches, fighting for our freedom. I knew the movie left an impact because I left with a sense or moral obligation to give back to the people.
最終意見
I love how subtle this movie was with implementing like black cultural historic figures without being overwhelming. It was just so balanced. The whole chemistry of the cast felt natural. I felt like they were cousins and they just grew up, and everything just felt well placed. There is an authentic bond between this group. I want it to be a 6 blood. But if I became a 6th blood, then we would have had to change the name to 6 Crips. And I'm not trying to get shot. Nah, but for real, man, this movie gave me a deep sense of empathy for both casualties of the Vietnam War. All that suffering they went through, I felt it on both sides. Only problem I have with this movie is there's not gonna be a number 2. Listen, this movie's the motherfucker. The motherfucker. You hear me? The motherfucker. Who do I recommend this for? Well, there's a lot of people. Definitely black activists, all universities who, for students who major in filmmaking, you can learn a lot from this. History buffs, but who I do not recommend this movie for, children and anyone who suffers from a severe case of post-traumatic stress. Did I mention this movie's violent? Now, it's time for the final reading. Ha! Yeah, that's right. I'm about to scan this power level. Now, movie poster. Now, what is your power level? Oh, shit, this can't be over 9,000. Bring it. Oh, bring it. Oh, shit. Oh, I give the movie a power level of 10,000 out of 10,000. 10,000, you know what that means, right? You know what time it is.
Time to spin the wheel.
Girl, sing that shit. Time for the wheel of love. The wheel of love, baby. You gotta love it. Let's spin the wheel of love and see what it lands on. Bam. Cut off all my friends. I love this movie so much, I would cut off all my friends for it. Take it to the bridge. Hey, how's it going?
It's going.
Oh, that's good. Look, I just seen the 5 Bloods. I gotta cut you off, Mom. I'm sorry.
What?
That's it. Alex, Frank, you gotta go. You gotta go. You're done. You're done. I'm cutting you off. Goodbye.
All right, cool.
Kayla,
Yes.
I just seen the 5 Bloods. I gotta cut you off. I'm sorry. We can't be friends. I just seen the movie.
What's going on, young blood? You just stepped into the high reaction. Just watch the movie High. Ain't nothing to it. Do it. You could take a mule to the river, but you can't tell him to drink. Shit, I know that's right.
I can't go back to work. Let the manager ask me to do something. Talking about, excuse me, SPEZZ, can you put the box on top of that other box? Thanks. I'll be like, listen here, young blood. What you know about putting the foot in front of the other foot? What do you mean? Exactly, motherfucker. I'm just trying to get by. And you white devils trying to... I'm tearing up. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, man. I was looking through the house for black culture. I got the Jamaican. I had to put something in because he was hitting with black history in that movie. I cannot get fatigued from listening to Marvin Gaye. When I heard the intro, I was like, oh, shit. Think about me some. Through the day, distant lover. Now, before I go, I want to give you the quote for today. All right? Don't let someone's opinion about you become your reality. Les Brown. Anyways, I appreciate you for watching. Subscribe, share it, send it to your mama, like it, comment, whatever you want to do.